guys! This video we're going to be talking about the difference when you curl your hair with a flat iron versus curling your hair with a curling iron. I'm going to be going over the pros and cons of these two tools so that you can make the best decision for you. So I used to work at a blow dry bar where we used to get curls all the time. The number one thing you want to remember when you're trying to choose between those two is whether your hair holds curl. If your hair holds curl for days, usually I would assume that your hair is probably coarser, on the coarser side, and it tends to be more curly. When you have a little bit of a rougher texture, your hair tends to hold curl a lot better. If your hair is straighter, you want to go with a flat iron because flat iron curls last longer than curling irons. You have to know what your hair texture is like. If your hair texture is rough and coarse and it holds curl, then you don't need to worry about longevity, then you can use a curling iron. And if your hair is more fine, straight, more kind of silky, smooth, you want to go with a flat iron because your curl will last a lot longer. And the reason for that is you have two plates. So you have heat on both sides, coming from both sides. It is, yes, more damaging, so make sure you use a heat protectant. Your hair is being flattened down by these two plates and you're getting heat from everywhere, and that's why the curl lasts a lot longer than a curling iron. I've never had a client tell me, my curling iron curls lasted longer than my flat iron. Never happens. It's always a flat iron curls that last longer. And with a curling iron, the heat is coming from one side only, so that's why the curl is not going to last as long. When you're using a flat iron, you might leave dents in the hair, so that's something that you have to keep in mind. What I like to do is just keep my hands super gentle. I barely graze the hair. I don't press, like it's not hard. I'm not trying to fight with my hair. I'm being very gentle with it, and that's usually what saves the dent so that you don't have a dent. When you're using a curling iron, you don't have that problem if you're using the curling iron as a wand, which is what I do, and that way you won't have a dent sitting in your hair. If you do it like this and then turn the clasp on top, you will end up with a massive dent, so you don't want to do that. I find that when I use up my flat iron to curl my hair, the curls come out a little bit more ribbony. When you use a curling iron or curling wand, the hair comes out really full and bouncy and just like full of life. When I use a flat iron, it tends to go flat. So I feel like I need more stuff at the root to kind of zhuzh up my roots. Curling irons are also less damaging to the hair because you're not getting the heat on both sides as you are with a flat iron. And last but not least, I find the sizes are really tricky when you're using a flat iron. This is the size that I like to use. I think it's 1 inch. This is a 1 inch. The one that we use at the salon to create beach waves is an 1.25 inches, so it's a little bit bigger. And then you can go all the way up to 2 inches if you want to create really nice full beach waves. You wouldn't be able to do that with a flat iron like this. And if you are gonna go with a much larger flat iron like this one, I think this is 1.5 inches, you're not gonna get nice curls. It's just almost impossible, especially, I don't know, I think it might be just this flat iron, it just doesn't curl very well. I hope this video helped you guys. If you can think of anything else in terms of the difference between using a flat iron and a curling iron, please leave it in the comments below. I can't wait to hear from you guys, and thanks always for subscribing. Instagram is Lina's Makeup and Hair. DM me, tag me, and I look forward to chatting with you.